Grace and peace, y'all. All right, so I just had to come on. I'm in the middle of cooking, as you can tell. Got my apron on. But this energy that I'm picking up on, I've been picking up on it all day. And it is nagging at me. To the point that I'm just going to get this message out. Because it is for somebody. And I feel like it's an alert to understand that just because you have time, closeness, or even a relationship with a person, like built off a family connection, it's meaningless when it really comes down to how people will use you. And not really people, because it's the enemy using them, but they're allowing themselves to be used because they gain in some sense. So an energy that I'm picking up on, it's a feminine energy. So it's a mother figure. This mother figure has strategically used her position in her child's life to diminish their confidence, create turmoil behind their back, and did all this to pretty much format some sort of systematic control over their child. One second, let me turn this heat off. Okay, I'm back. Now, the reason why this energy bothers me is I take parenting very seriously. Very seriously. For me, when it really comes down to any job you can take on this planet that's important, no job is more important than raising your kids, than raising these kids, all of these kids that are out here. That is the most important job on this planet. I don't care about what your bank account look like. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Especially if you have signed up to be a parent, because then you have jumped out of student mode and said that now I'm going to be in student mode when it comes to life, but I'm also going to become a teacher. So if you don't take parenting your children seriously, not only does that net you usually the most disrespectful karma ever, but you personally are spitting in God's face. I'll leave that for you. You do what you do as a parent. I'm gonna raise mine. But to be a parent and to purposely and strategically make sure that your child's confidence is as low as possible so that they don't make moves to better themselves, which means that they would move away from you, pretty much leave the nest. Or you would meddle in their relationship situations so that you can place them where you would have the most control. Because if you let them make a decision for themselves, they may just end up in a position where they're happy, but it doesn't include you. Even using your health as a way to keep someone complacent, someone from moving into who they need to be. Now, I'm speaking on these things also as somebody who's dealt with being self-sacrificial for the sake of parents. I've done it. I've also been a child who I felt was not supported enough by their maternal figure. Wasn't encouraged to go do the things they needed to do. Was more so controlled in every aspect possible, so that when I finally did get some freedom, I didn't even know how to navigate being free, which is the only reason why I've ever had any turmoil in my life in the first place. So like I said, parenting is very important. But I don't know if I'm talking to the mother. So if I'm talking to the mom who is doing this, you need to really sit with yourself, because you have a lot of traumas that you haven't looked at within yourself, and you're living vicariously through your child, but making sure that they don't live. And it's just wrong. It's just wrong. And I'm picking up on, it's a masculine child energy, the energy I'm picking up on. So she's doing this to her son. And it's because she doesn't want him to move on, to not come to her as his point of reference. So it's keeping him controlled, keeping his money controlled. I don't know what this is. If I'm speaking to the child, or any child that's been through this, because I've been through this, understand that we come here born into families to learn how to navigate in the safety of a family. Not every time is the family safe. Remember, it's a system. When you realize that that's what's happening, that you're in a family that is not safe, it is up to you to free yourself from the ties that are keeping you there. It is a form of a test for you to elevate. It's like cutting a line so your balloon can float. As long as you stay tied to family members who secretly need your downfall in order for them to feel secure or even succeed, you are not going to be able to go anywhere. And to anyone who, has a child and you want to make sure that you're giving your child the best, invest in your children. Most important investment you can ever make in your children is not financially, it's emotionally. You should be your child's safe space. Your child should never feel like they need to leave their home to find safety, to find comfort, to even find rest. This is a very important job, and God frowns upon anyone who takes this job and does the deeds that have been done over the few decades that have passed. Our children are not being raised, and it is a slap in the face. They need parenting. They need guidance. And it's to the point where they think that they don't need guidance. We got to do better as a whole. I mean, I'd raise other people's kids. I don't mind. I've raised several. It's just very important to understand that children are not pawns to keep someone controlled. Even if it is their father, they're not pawns. This is not the purpose. They're not ways to bind yourself to a woman so that you now have access to her in any way that you see fit either. These are people who are up and coming. These are souls that are begging for guidance when they first come here. And you are saying that you are going to help them. If you don't take it seriously, that's okay. That's a personal choice. That's okay. Don't have babies. But if you are going to sign up for this job, understand, like I said, this is the most important job on this planet. On this planet. This is your legacy. This is what you leave behind. Don't damage it and then throw it on the world and hope something good comes out of it. Nurture it. Cultivate it. Grow it. Most importantly, love it. I'm going to get back to cooking. Just had to record this for you guys. Oh my goodness. Also, I'm going to have to cleanse my energy. I'm going to have to play some games with my baby tonight so I can get all of this off of me. But rightfully so, because I know this helps somebody. Somebody needed to hear this. Look at your mama. It's your mama that's doing it. All right, I'm going to let you go. Love and light and peace.